With your CIGTV News Update, I'm Donna Bush. Making our headlines, the National Gallery of the Cayman Islands has partnered with the Cayman Islands Airports Authority for the Art at the Airport initiative, which has been developed by NGCI to celebrate the reopening of the newly redeveloped Owen Roberts International Airport. Now, passengers may have noticed artwork across several areas of the airport. The inaugural displays are drawn entirely from the National Gallery's permanent collection and past exhibition, and includes artwork by nationally recognized award-winning artists and artisans. Now, the initial showcase will be on display for several months while the formal Owen Roberts public art program is developed and launched. For more information or to sign up to receive information about the launch and other art opportunities, or to simply visit the National Gallery, you can go to the gallery's website at nationalgallery.org.ky. Well, the Ministry of Community Affairs, Gender Affairs Unit, and the Business and Professional Women's Club of Grand Cayman have given the Family Resource Center $1,200. The grant will help a young Caymanian pursue her higher educational dreams. The recipient, who cannot be named for confidentiality reasons, will be given the check privately. Presented to the FRC by representatives from the donor entities recently, the award follows a commitment made by them late last year, according to Family Resources Program Facilitator Charmaine Miller. She said staff will continue to provide ongoing guidance and support to the recipient, who is a client of the Young Parents Program, during her studies. Well, the Health Services Authority is launching its revamped summer student internship program by hosting an informational day at the Cayman Islands Hospital Hibiscus Room this coming Saturday, April 6th. It's all for students currently attending university and high school who are interested in pursuing a career in the healthcare industry. Now, students will get a chance to meet healthcare professionals from various departments within the organization, as well as to find out more about opportunities offered through the program. The H.S.A. Summer Internship Program is a decades-long initiative that offers students a chance to work in the healthcare field, giving them a valuable hands-on experience before they apply for their first job, stated Chief Human Resource Officer Mrs. Samantha Bennett. Now, being around for so many years, it has increased in popularity to the point where she says we received over 100 applicants. The internship program will commence June 1st of this year and end September 15th of this year. The time frame for each individual placement may vary within an estimated 4 to 8 weeks. The application process opens this Saturday again, the 6th of April, and closes on the 30th. Now, applicants will be required to complete an online application form available at hsa.ky, including an essay that explains why they should be selected for the program. To be eligible for the opportunity, students must currently attend a high school or university, be Caymanian or have the right to be Caymanian, be at least 16 years old, and have a genuine career interest in the healthcare industry. Well, finally, officers from the RCIPS are hosting a community meeting on the BRAC this week. On Thursday, April 4th, Cayman BRAC residents are invited to attend the meeting, which will be chaired by Commissioner of Police, Mr. Derek Byrne. Also in attendance will be Superintendent of Uniform Operations, Robert Graham, Sister Islands Area Commander. Now, the Commissioner will be discussing the current plans for policing in Cayman BRAC and is also very interested to hear feedback about policing on the island and any concern members of the community may have. The meeting is taking place again at the Aston Ruddy Center. That's the Aston Ruddy Civic Center at 7 p.m. Again, that's this Thursday, April the 4th. And that ends today's news update here on CIG Television. If you missed it, you can go to the Cayman Islands Government Facebook page or the CIG Television YouTube channel. I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining us, wishing you a safe and wonderful night, and hoping you'll join me back here again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.
Boating, fishing, and water sports in the Cayman Islands are great, but keep a cool head. Here are 7 tips for fun and safe sea outings. Number 1. Use a checklist to plan your outing. Check the weather forecast, make a float plan, and share it with someone who is remaining on land. stating where you're going, with whom, and when you're expected to return. Visit your nearest marine supply store to get your safety gear. This includes signaling mirrors, whistles, and a flare kit. It's also very important to have onboard flotation devices and life vests for each person. There are different types of vests. Some are for water sport activities such as snorkeling, and others are for going on offshore boating or on fishing trips. Number 2. These items can be lifesavers in case of an accident or bad weather. Number 3. Use a motor kill switch, especially if you're boating alone. In case of a leak or breakdown, always stay with the boat until help arrives. If you capsize, an emergency beacon or locator device can send a distress signal to inform the authorities of your location. Larger flares will indicate distress to a boat, airplane, or search and rescue officials. Number 4. In addition to sunscreen, food, and beverages, it would be smart to have a cell phone. Make sure your marine radio works. Cayman's boaters use Channel 16 to communicate. Number 5. Also, don't forget your anchor and sufficient rope. Number 6. Boat operators should be familiar with the local waters and reefs, as well as the capabilities and functions of the vessels they are using. Always obey the rules of the sea and the marine environment, and have courtesy for others. Number 7. Alcohol and salt water do not mix, especially if you're the captain. Some useful contact numbers are 911. The RCIPS Marine Base is 649-7710, and the Port Authority is 949-2055. Smooth sailing, all!
I'm Jody Ann Powery. I'm the Police Media Officer with the RCIPS, and I'm here to give you some crime prevention tips on how to best protect your property. The first thing that we want to discuss is our points of entries. Let's start with the front door, and then we'll move on to the windows and the back doors or sliding glass doors. The first thing to consider is the front door. This particular front door has 2 deadbolt locks. One of these deadbolt locks are properly carpentered and the other is not. When your door is properly locked, you'll hear a click at the end and the deadbolts are not able to move. If it is slightly opened, then you can push the deadbolt back without having any restrictions. I'll now proceed to show you what your lock should look like when it is properly locked. When it comes to your windows, you want to make sure that your window is locked all the way down, because even though the lock is on, if it's not all the way down, it can still be pried. The proper way to lock the window is to make sure that the window goes all the way down to the seal and then you pull across the lock. When you have a sliding glass door at home, you want to make sure that you have secondary locking devices in addition to the lock that comes with the door. One of those can be a simple piece of wood that's jamming the doorway. We want to encourage you to ensure that you don't make things easy for burglars who are looking for opportunities to break into property by leaving your property out in plain view. Some of these items are your car keys, your electronics, and your handbags. Make sure that you put these properties away when you're leaving the house or when you're going to bed. When you're going camping or if you're taking your family on a trip, you want to ensure that your property has some sign of life. This can be done by leaving a light on or putting timers on your lights. And we want to ensure that our family homes are safe. In order to do so, we encourage that people take the proper precautions by starting up neighborhood watches or encouraging family members or persons they trust to check on their properties while they're away.